Hey guys, um, today I want to talk about the narcissist or a toxic person when they recognize God's favor in your life. See, when the narcissist sees you, even if they don't know you, because like I've always said, energy is in everything. And energy emanates from our bodies. I don't know if it emanates from our minds, but it emanates from us. So that's the reason why when you walk into a room and you be like, I got this feeling that they've been talking about me. That's the energy that the group emanated from themselves in the room. And if you're intuitive, you can pick up on that and you'll be like, something ain't right about you. Well, let me say something. When a narcissist sees you, they don't really have to even know you. Maybe they've not even met you, but they can look at you and they can see that you're about something. They can see that you're about something. They can see that you have God's favor in your life. And if you do, if y'all do interact, they'll notice the God's favor in your life. It's like, oh wow, you got your home is paid for, you got good credit, you're taking care of things. See, you one of them kind of people that just likes to get things done. And they know that. And like even on the job, the managers or the supervisors or whatever, they might pick you for a promotion. Because they know and they've been watching and they know your work ethic. So they'll ask you, are you interested in the job that will be a promotion before it's even posted? Because they know who they want. And they want somebody that's going to get things done and not going to find excuses. See, and let me say this too. Narcissists, they can recognize God's favor in your life. When they talk to you, they can see and understand, man, you got a lot of logic going on. You got a lot of wisdom going on. And when a decision needs to be made, you're going to make the best decision after you look at all of the circumstances around that particular situation before you make your decision. They know, they picking up on that. And see, they can't stand it. They can't stand it. And they want to destroy God's favor in your life. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Because they see the God in you. They see the energy that's emanating in you. They see that good person behind all this crap that's going on in the world. They see that you can make things come. You can make something float. You can make your boat float regardless of what's going on in the world or around you or in your neighborhood or whatever. And they see that. They see that everything that you decide to do, it's like God has favor on you. It's like you're going to be blessed. And they can see that and they can't stand it, y'all. I'm telling you. They can't stand it. So what they got to do, they got to come close. These are what Dr. Shauna calls frenemies. They're going to pretend to be your friend and they're going to hang around you and they're going to try to undermine and dismantle God's favor in your life. You got to pay attention to that. You got to pay attention to these people's behavior. Like, for example, let's say your house is paid for. And let's say your car is paid for too. And you got it going on like that. God gave you that favor. And they'll come into your life and get close to you, not because they like you, because they frenemies. They're going to pretend to be your friend, but they really your enemy. And they're going to be like, dang, if I can just get into a relationship with that person or a romantic relationship with that person, God forbid, they're going to be like, you know what, babe, why don't you just refinance your house? See, they're going to start undermining everything that you do. Everything that you do. You can cook good food, good meal, whatever. When they come around, This needs a little bit of salt. Why don't you add this in there? Why don't you add that in there? Well, my whole thing is, when I went to Africa, the people that I was around there, it wasn't about taste and it wasn't about taste, and it wasn't about what could be added and how it could be made. I mean, unless you're trying to learn how to cook something there. It was about being grateful for the food that you got to eat. That's it. That's it, and that's all. They come into your life to dismantle everything. They'll come into your life. Let me tell you something. I saw this too with the lady that lived next door to me. Now, I don't know if this man that she was seeing was a narcissist or not. But what this guy did was, she lived there. This was her first apartment. She lived there for maybe 9 months. 9 months or so. So she gets this guy. This guy is coming in and out. I'm thinking that's her boyfriend or whatever. So I noticed that she was one of those type of people. She was a heavy worker, worked a lot of hours. So, her car wasn't filthy nasty, but you know how you can just see in people's cars. So, I was like, she'll get to it when she get to it. This guy was going around, taking her car to the car wash, cleaning her car out, making sure that it was immaculate. He was driving her car. I guess he was dropping her off to work and he was driving her car. See, let me tell you something. Narcissists don't care about consequences. And see, where we live, we're not on the bus line. So he ended up wrecking her car to the point that it was demolished. And I saw where they towed her car in front of the apartment building. And she was walking everywhere. They don't care about consequences. This is my guess. If he was a toxic person or a narcissist, this was my guess. He was cleaning her car out, and doing all and what did they spray on the tires to make it shine and all that kind. He was doing all that because while she was at work, he was over here running around with another supply, probably lying to people, telling people that was his car. See, and that's another example of they're going to try to ruin God's favor in your life. She lived over here, and it's a decent place. It's pretty nice over here. And she had it going on, especially to be a young woman. She was 25 years old or so. And then, she had a car that was paid for in the whole 9 yards. And, he came into her life. They don't care about consequences. They just want to ruin whatever God's favor is in your life. That's what they do, y'all. So she wasn't even here a year before she had to move, because things was falling apart in her life. And I noticed things weren't falling apart in her life until she met this guy. In my opinion, he was a toxic person or a narcissist. Don't let these people ruin God's favor in your life. When people come around you, pay attention. Listen carefully. Sometimes you have to figure out what are they saying between the lines. I had somebody say to me once, they don't care about consequences. I'm like, you don't care about consequences? If they don't care about their own consequence, they don't care about yours. And whatever God's favor is in your life, they're going to ruin it. That's just what they do, y'all. And the bottom line is, they mad because they don't have God's favor in their life. They mad because they don't have wisdom. They mad because they don't have logic. They mad because they can't tap into intuition like you can. You can feel it. You can feel it, and sometimes God will just break down exactly what it is that's going on when it comes to your intuition. Don't you let nobody ruin God's favor in your life. I'm going to tell y'all, you got God's favor in your life, they coming after you. You better know that. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. I'll see y'all later.